Hello, Twin Flames. This is Victoria, and I'm here with your daily energy check. As promised, today I'm going to be doing a relationship spread, and we will find out. It will not be as much focused on DM or DF, but more on the connection and also mostly focused towards the viewer. So it doesn't matter whether you're divine masculine or feminine watching, or if you're still figuring out which one you are, because it doesn't always coincide with the gender. It's about the energy, and it also happens even if your twin flame is the opposite sex. It still doesn't mean that the masculine energy lives within a male's body, and the feminine energy lives within the female's body. It can still be the other way around. So especially if you're still figuring out which one you are and you're not sure normally what kind of readings to watch, this is especially going to be convenient because I'm going to focus on you, the viewer, and I will be speaking either about you or about your twin flame without the regards of whether it's DM, DF, or whichever side. I will do a usual check-in at the beginning, and then we'll move on with the twin flame connection energies in more detail. I will be using an oracle card, and today I've got my Cosmic Journey Oracle. I will pull the cards after the main spread though, and also I have my Angel Therapy deck here. So at the end we'll also get some Angel Therapy advice for each of the twins. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you enjoy your weekend. If you're in States, I hope you enjoy your long weekend. The Labor Day weekend is the official end of summer. In our area, it doesn't feel like it. It's still pretty hot. We still have, our weather in the 90s. And usually, for September is like that as well. Like it gets a little bit cooler, but it's still really, really warm. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen. Also, I realized I put on this shirt, which I don't normally do, but yeah, it's one of my haute couture shirts. And I realized that it's a little bit hard to do it with the table, so apologies in advance if it's gonna be in the way a little bit, but yeah, hopefully the message will be just as good. Okay, I'm using the, the Tarot Grand Lux Tarot today by Ciro Marchetti, if someone is wondering. Breath, everyone. If you have specific intention for the reading, please set it now. If you have specific questions, specific areas you want to know more about, it will be beneficial if you have that intent going into the reading. Well, and hopefully, of course, the title itself already gave you some idea onto what this is going to be like, what is it going to be about, but at this point I still don't know what it is, so yeah. As always, rely on your own discernment with these things. So we'll start with the divine feminine energy, and we have 7 of Cups. Let's see if I can do it this way so you guys can see a bit more. 2 of Coins and the Temperance. Okay, for the masculine we have Page of Coins, 7 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Oof. For what's going on right now, kind of what's happening between you two, we have Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the Empress. Interesting. Okay, now let me just move this a little bit, and we'll go on with the rest of the messages. So next we'll have the guidance for the viewer. The next 2 cards are the guidance. 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Knight of Cups. Then we have the blocks that need to be removed. 3 of Cups and Chariot. Okay. The next 5 cards are messages for you from your twin flame. What do they want you to know? The Tower, 5 of Swords, 6 of Coins, 4 of Coins, and King of Swords. Okay, and finally the outcome from the current situation. What's the purpose? What's the outcome? Eight of Wands, the Devil, Nine of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Hierophant. All right, got our spread. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. Okay, now let me pull some oracle cards. I'll get 3. We have out of the mess comes elegant order. Yeah, I would say very much matching the cards here. Cut away what is no longer needed for you, and coming soon. Welcome to the next ascended age. And the bottom card is your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Wow. This is here. Okay. So I would say that both twins are moving towards towards the next ascending age, and we spoke about it in more detail for the masculines yesterday, if you remember. But I can clearly see that there is a synchronicity with the twins here, and it's happening for both of the twins. I can see it not just in this card, but in the tarot spread. And yeah, I may have felt like it was kind of a mess lately, again, for both of the twins. But that essentially is what caused this ascension. That's what enabled the new energies to step in. Why? Because the noise, the unnecessary, the illusion was cut away, or at least the twins could see clearly what needs to be cut away. We can cut away everything in a moment, on the fly, but we can do it with some things, right? Like there are some easy wins usually, and then you can plan for the rest, or at least you'll be like, okay, well, I can't, I don't know, leave my job, but because I still have bills to pay and I don't have any backup plan. But maybe at least I can start planning, like I can have some savings for myself so that when I'm ready to go, that I have something to fall on, for example, right? That could be step number 1. Like from this next salary that I'm getting, I'm going to start putting off money, and maybe I'll spend less. Then it comes to budget, and maybe I'll spend less on eating out, or shopping, or whatever else, right? Maybe I'll miss one of my trips somewhere, but I will have that money because I understand that that work is draining my energy. It's it's not something I enjoy doing, and I really want to live it when I can. And it's enough putting it off, enough saying that, oh, that's my job, right? Like, and again, it's actually one of the societal limitations that we have, that we're used to, especially our generation and, our parents and grandparents, people basically who raised us. It was a lot more along the lines of like, job is everything in your life reflects around it. And the other false concept is that, well, you need to work hard to earn a living, right? Like it's not gonna be a bed of roses. You can't just be enjoying yourself all the time, right? And those two myths combined, we're stuck now with jobs that we, well, let's be honest, hate oftentimes, just because of those concepts. And we don't allow ourselves to think that our jobs could be something that we can truly enjoy every day, right? Or it can be something, maybe you already enjoying what you do, but it's about the corporate structure that is draining, that is exhausting, that is limiting you, and does not allow you to step fully into your power, right? Then at least you don't have to like change your occupation 180 degrees, but at least you can start thinking of how can you get out of the corporate structure and do something for yourself. And if your job doesn't assume being an entrepreneur, at least you can be like a freelancer or a contractor, so you can only pick up, so you will be able to pick up those gigs, those projects, those opportunities that you enjoy. You'll have your standards, your values, which you can put out there, present on your website or whatever upfront. And if people do not agree to those, to like follow those, comply, goodbye. Better luck next time. You know, those are the hard choices we're making. In teaching, the same. I mean, I am a teacher by profession. I had to start making those choices on who am I choosing to teach. And there is a big temptation on like picking as much as you can. And it's like, yeah, well, everybody still needs this or deserves this or whatever. Of course, I shouldn't be differentiated. But you know what? At the end of the day, you need to take care of yourself too. And at least in my world, if I'm in that kind of situation where I have a choice, I do like, I don't just leave right away. I mean, it has to be like super toxic for me to just turn away and leave and never come back. Usually I do give people a chance, and I'm trying to be more transparent with what I'm expecting or what I'm used to or what kind of values I have, so that we try to find compromise, right? We try to make it work. But if then it doesn't work, then I'm sorry, I have nothing else to offer here, right? Sometimes it's almost like you're speaking a different language with a person. Okay, anyways, so twins are at least preparing the foundation for the big moves. Some of the moves have already been made, we'll talk about it now, and big moves are coming. This season, this fall, is going to be pretty huge in terms of the changes that the twins will be making. And of course, we will, as always, we will be supervised from upstairs, and some of the changes will be enabled, or it's either we'll get some help, or even when we see like this is dead end or I don't see any way out right now, then we will get some help. And I saw a tower here somewhere, yeah. There will be some tower moments, big time, where nobody expects it. I mean, I myself, I'm feeling these energies, and I'm trying to not really prepare, but kind of set myself up so that I'm ready for big changes in my life, like drastic changes. And I'm still confident that I don't know the full picture, and it's still gonna shock me when it comes. So I'm also preparing in a way where I have those tools that I can fall onto, at the time of need, or I understand who I can contact to get some support, Okay, so let's see what we have with tarot. So yeah, the new ascending age coming soon. You see, it has coming soon here for a reason, because it means that you haven't fully stepped into it. We haven't stepped into it 100% yet. It's coming and we're being prepared. So, Divine Feminine, you have 7 of Cups, 2 of Coins, and the Temperance. Yeah, both of these cards are actually about finding balance. This card, 7 of Cups, is usually about like confusion or having too many options or trying to do so many different things. In this deck, it's like this magic castle. It's almost like a fairy tale land, right? Where anything is possible. So when you are balancing your energy or trying to choose between X and Y, remember that there is also a Z, and there is A, B, and C, and other letters, right? So to me, this is a nudge that there are more than 2 choices in your situation, whatever it is. And yes, you will see them when you get your energy in balance, feminine and masculine, when you're grounded, and when you actually open your eyes to all these possibilities, right? So it's important to notice them as opportunities, not as something that muddies the waters or creates more overwhelming energy for you because you have to think about all of these things, right? No, it's been put on your plate to give you some opportunities to work with. Okay, for the masculines, we have Page of Coins, 7 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Yeah, so divine masculines, some of them could be taking a trip or planning a trip. Some of them are finding new ways to earn money. There's a lot of anxiety, and you see like the colors here, and they're both swords, of course. There's anxiety about financial difficulties. That's what I'm hearing. That again, like there is no backup plan, right? It's almost like we're living in the moment and we're just rolling with it. like whether it's real or imaginary, and we know sometimes it's all about perception, right? But there is a real fear about the finances and about next steps of development, right? It can be about public status as well, like who you are, what's your title, what is the next big thing for you, right? There is a kind of a, well, I mean, this is anxiety, the anxiety energy. Anxiety and an idea that you cannot make it in this world in an honest way. It's an interesting vibe, right? But at least with this anxiety in mind, divine masculines are looking for new ways to earn income and to be prepared for anything that the universe brings their way. And that's, again, you see, like for them, it's a lot less conscious, a lot less about the spiritual path, but ultimately they're still preparing. It comes to them in a different way, in different vibe, but they still are preparing for the big changes. So whenever you think that DMs do not get downloads or messages, think again. And for what's going on in the connection, we have Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Empress. So yeah, there may be, like, there is some tension, some sexual tension, some things that are unrealized, and the twins are coping in different ways, let's just put it that way. Some of them trying to release the tension with their karmic partners, some are going into some addictions, but that's the thing, it's like this unexpressed sexual energy, let's put it that way. And with the karmic partner, it's not nearly the same, of course. So it's almost like this energy stirring, but it doesn't have a healthy way to be released. Take it as you wish. Then there is Five of Cups, which is, again, because this energy is unreleased and it's like direct connection with your twin, right? There is this concept of like missing your twin and thinking that maybe things could have been better. Just put it that way. I don't see a lot of sorrow in this particular moment, but it's almost like, well, not everything has panned out the way we hoped, or yeah, I really thought we would be farther ahead at this time, something along those lines. But then look at this, we have the Empress, which is the potential, the fertility, the card of creation, and that's where I get there's some healthy enthusiasm with the twins that good things are coming your way, that you have a lot to accomplish and a lot to experience together, like an adventure, when you're going, for some reason I get this idea from the Lord of the Rings, where they have not watching any of this kind of prequels, sequels, whatever they are, but just from the original, where there were two friends, right? And Frodo and Sam, they were on this adventure together, and it wasn't easy, especially at first when it was just the two of them, but they had each other's back, and they had no idea what they're really getting themselves into until they were deep into their journey. But they still went for it, and they had this enthusiasm that, whatever comes our way, we'll go through it together, in that sort of sense. And there is something similar that I'm sensing here, that there is this enthusiasm. I can even see it with the sun behind the tree. It's almost like the sun is not here yet, but it's out there, just around the corner. The sun, the joy, the happiness that we'll have together. And I'm not saying that you're not happy at the moment, but this is like this aspiration of new and beautiful things. Okay, moving on. Now to the connection to the messages for the connection. It's getting a little long, but it's a weekend time, it's a long weekend here, so why not spend a little bit more time talking about twin flame concepts, especially because I have this strong feeling that there's something big coming. And by the way, we have a portal. I totally flew out of my mind this month, but the 9/9 portal is coming on Friday. So yeah, it's gonna be one of the big ones. I will do something special for it, not sure what exactly, but maybe I'll do a live reading maybe I'll just do a premiere so that you can ask me. There is live chat and you can ask me questions in chat. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So, guidance for the viewer. We have Three of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Very interesting cards, and that's one of the reasons I like this deck, because the imagery, the artwork is different from your usual concepts. For example, these two cards, I mean, this is usually connected with the heartache. Here I see more of the boredom, more of kind of like apathy, like not having the energy to do something, struggling to find it in you. Four of Cups is usually missed opportunity, but look at this deck, look at this face, right? This person is really focused on this one, and they're like, you know, there's no such a thing in twin flame connection as unrequited love. Or it may seem like your twin is not responding to you, like they're not treating you as kindly, as lovingly as you do, right? And that's the Three of Swords here. But that's an illusion. In fact, there is so much love coming from your twin, but it's more of an 5D experience at the moment. And that's where our faces is tested, right? Because things in 3D could look very different way. But if we keep our eyes on the prize and see it as an opportunity and get inspired with what they're doing, what they're going through, right? And, you know, what kind of adventures are ahead, then immediately that love ignites both of you. And you can ignite immediately both yourself and your twin when you have that positive aspiration in mind. And immediately you go into your heart center, start feeling this love that they're expressing for you. And of course, there is also, like, objectively, there are also things like different love languages. And I have an article and a video about that on this channel. You can look for it, and an article on my blog too. Also, there are different circumstances, right, in each of our lives, which sometimes by not including our twin into a specific story, we have the best intentions in mind. And I'm sure you can think of your examples as well, or at least examples with other people, because remember that your twin, especially if they are masculine, they're even more like 3D based, right? They are oriented in 3D world and what they've been taught and what others are doing, right? They're doing something similar, right? And a lot of times, like, there is also a live emission where maybe they just didn't mention something because they didn't want to hurt your feelings, right? Didn't want you to feel left out, wanted this to keep more of a fairy tale vibe for the both of you, right? And of course you can judge that decision as well, but at least be fair that not everything is as it seems. The blockers that need to be removed: Three of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah, and look at them, they have very similar colors and even ribbons. Like, there is this red is actually like the headwear for this girl, but still, I immediately, when I was, and even the sky has similar colors. When I was getting the cards out, I immediately saw resemblance here. Like, third parties, karmic situations are a blockage, and it's a separate story how they can present a blockage in so many different ways. But what I'm getting here is that the important part is keep moving forward. So don't get stuck on those specific situations, whether it's on your side or your twin side. You don't have to deal with them right now. You don't have to fight it or remove it or be stressed out about it. Don't worry about it. It will show itself in its own time. If it's on your side and you want it removed, but it's still not there, or you don't know how, just give it time. It will play out. Focus on movement forward for yourself. Working on yourself and working towards your mission, towards sharing your light, making a difference, right? That's the key thing. If you get stuck on this, this is not going to be possible. You'll be like, just, it'll be like a treadmill effect, where you'll be spending a lot of energy but not achieving much. Like, you still burn some calories, right? But if your goal was to get from point A to point B, that's not going to be achieved. Now, messages from your twin. Hopefully my sleeves didn't mess up any cards. No, they didn't. Messages from your divine partner. So we have 6 and 4 of coins. We have 5 of swords, the Tower, and King of Swords. Yeah, so there's a lot of truths that's coming out in your twin flame's life. It's a little hard to pick them all up, but I'll try. And the truth is, first of all, coming out about the false concepts in how we build our life, or how we see other people and what they do for us. Again, comes back to the love relationship and just relationship with close people, friendships as well. What does it mean in communication, in what people do for each other, right? What's real, what's not. The Tower is about to fall. It hasn't fallen yet. That's what I'm getting here, especially since you see in this deck, it's like just the top fell off. It was kind of a practice round, like a rehearsal. The big Tower is still coming with this regards, where it will be shown to your twin who is loyal and who is not, who really has their back no matter what, and who only shows up when things are looking good, when there is money, or when things are balanced, right? Like, yeah, I like to get some of that, but if things go much worse, then suddenly you're alone, right? The twins will see it for themselves. And the King of Swords is telling me that new level of mastery will be reached about those things. And it's possible that some people will go, but most importantly, divine masculine will divine masculine or feminine, yeah, because it's from your twin. I'm seeing it from masculine because I'm a feminine, but yeah, it could be the other way around. Maybe it's if you're a masculine watching, then this is from your feminine. Your twin will see what's real, what's not, and it will encourage them to act differently towards other people. That's gonna be the key takeaway, becoming this King of Swords, gaining mastery in like healthy communication and healthy thoughts for themselves, right? So why is it important for you to know? Because you will feel it too. And the same goes with money. If you have any kind of discussions, open questions, disagreements about money, then you will see things changing around. If you feel like a twin isn't showing equal give and take in terms of money, or they are being self-indulgent with money, or whatever it is, you will see that changing. Whatever their I want to say misconcept, but I don't think it's a word. Whatever their false concept is about money and payments and what those are about, this will change for the better. That's what's happening right now, but of course this is the energetic part, and you will see it play out in 3D with a little bit of a delay. Okay, and finally we have the outcome here. So we have 8 of Wands, the Devil, the 9 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the Hierophant. I'm not gonna pick them up, there are a lot of cards, but I will just say that this is this main part, kind of like forecast for the fall. And this is about the twins really freeing themselves from certain unhealthy patterns, from addictions, from people in their life who are really taking advantage of them, and becoming the leaders in their society. And this was this Hierophant card, right? Becoming someone who other people listen to, and setting the trend, I would even say, right? So first of all, it's like out of many options, choosing the healthy option. But then it's the next level is innovation. It's also gonna come out this fall based on all these experiences that twins are going through. And there will be time of rest and time of kind of hibernation even before that innovation comes along. New dreams will be made, new wishes will be set for something bigger and better, and they will be much more 5D than 3D. And again, it may, for some of you, be like, I don't think they even think that way. But yeah, trust me, they will. Because when they will be, for example, when they will be wishing for, a loving partner, it's going to be less about this partner, is going to be beautiful, or, I don't know, we will be traveling the world together. It's going to be more about this partner is going to be kind and patient, or this partner will be honest with me, something like that, like things that are not usually at the forefront of what we are expecting, what kind of analysis we do for a person when we like deciding, is this, like, we start dating and it's like, is this good person for me or not? Usually those are not on the forefront, but now they will be. For some, it will also be if the twin is at the point where when they want to settle and have some long-term commitment, start family. It will be more along the lines, is this person gonna be good with me, with the life I want to build? So they will have that picture in mind and we'll be checking against it. Not like, yeah, we're gonna get together and then we'll figure it out, right? More immature way of doing it. And maybe we'll figure it out, like, yeah, I know 2 years later it comes out that you want completely different things. No, this is a more mature approach where, okay, it will be like the cards will be on the table. I want to start a family, and it's important for me that my partner, I don't know, supports me with my career, or is ready to, like, is happy to have children because I want to raise children, or, appreciates a healthy home with like healthy lifestyle, nutrition, taking care of yourself, whatever, like things like that, right? Okay, last but not least, let's get some guidance from the angel therapy. First of all, for divine feminine, cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Archangel Michael. Yeah, Michael is working with twin flames actually, so you can ask him to help you cut out unhealthy attachments from the past. For the masculines, I have to pick it up, sorry. You are a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. Yeah, so like I was saying, divine masculines are stepping into their power gradually, slowly, but it's happening. And this is a confirmation, especially masculines, if you're watching, that you're a powerful being and you are on the right track. You're opening up your gifts. And yeah, it's gonna bring about some beautiful changes into your life. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was good for you, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Gotta use my button.